Hello, everyone, and welcome to Big Fat Lies. This is part 1 of 12. In this lesson, you'll learn the physiological truth about why very low calorie diets cannot work long term and why they're only quick fixes that will lead to eventual weight gain. This is brought to you by Tom Venuto, author of BurnTheFat.com. So, fat loss lie number 1 is you have to starve yourself to get a lean body. What if I told you that very low calorie diets will actually make you fatter in the long term, and that there's almost an embarrassingly simple way that you can eat more and still burn more fat? I know it sounds too good to be true, but you're about to see the science behind it, and I've got real world results to prove it. So to get rid of fat, the laws of energy balance and thermodynamics declare that you have to consume fewer calories than you burn. There's really no way around that. There's no such thing as calories don't count. The next time you hear that claim, run away because it's absolutely false, and any scientist will tell you that. You must have a calorie deficit to burn fat off your body. But the fatal flaw in most popular diet programs is that the calorie deficit is too aggressive or too extreme. Have you ever been told that to get a lean body, you just had to eat 1,200 calories a day or 1,000 calories a day or even less? Did you ever just get fed up and tell yourself, that's impossible, I'm going to hardly eat anything? Because you're desperate to get the fat off as fast as possible? You see, it works in the beginning because there's a huge calorie deficit at first, but there's also a huge irony. Because when you cut the calories too far, eventually your body adapts. See, what happens is you fire like a low-calorie diet at your body, and in the beginning you lose some weight, but then your body kind of figures out what's going on. It doesn't care you want to look good in a swimsuit. Your body thinks you're under attack. Your body thinks you're about to starve to death. So when you do something like hardly eating, your metabolic rate slows down in order to protect you. This defense mechanism is often called the starvation response. When you go into starvation mode, here are just some of the consequences. Your body releases fewer fat-releasing and fat-burning enzymes, such as hormone-sensitive lipase and lipoprotein lipase. Your fat cells release less of the hormone leptin. Fat-burning hormones crash. You lose muscle, and appetite hormones raise out of control. See, when you're starving, a part of your brain called the hypothalamus switches into high gear and flips the appetite switch, sometimes to the point where you become ravenous and cannot fight these physiological cravings with willpower. Basically, you've probably felt like that sometimes if you start dieting. You get this sudden urge to just eat like crazy. And so basically, it's hormonally, metabolically, and physiologically impossible to achieve permanent fat loss by starving yourself. And that's the first big lie. Any program that's really extremely low in calories may work in the short term, but the honeymoon period never really lasts for long. In the long run, very low calorie diets can actually make you fatter. Eventually, they lead to binge eating and weight regain, and you end up with less muscle and a slower metabolism than when you started. The truth is, you don't have to starve yourself to get a lean body. In fact, you can eat more and burn more fat. And here's how. Number 1, avoid very low calorie diets. Before going on any diet, look at the recommended calories. You'll probably discover that in most cases you are required to slash your calories to starvation levels. This is 1,200 calories or less for women, 1,800 or less for men. And active people need even more. Make sure your calorie intake is customized. Depending on your activity level, age, and your gender, your calorie needs may be much higher or much lower than the average person. If a diet program recommends the same amount of calories from everyone, then this is a red flag to stay away. It could be perfect for someone else, but starvation level for you. Decrease your calories just a little below maintenance. Increase your calories conservatively, only 20% below your daily maintenance level. A mid-calorie cut doesn't trigger that starvation response as much. So for example, if you're a female and you maintain your weight on about 2,150 calories a day, a 20% deficit is about 17,020 calories per day. Whereas conventional diets might slash you to about 1,000 or 1,200 calories per day with less emphasis on exercise, which is really incorrect. You can also increase your calorie deficit by increasing activity. So if you want to reduce your body fat, basically burn more calories and increase your calorie deficit by increasing your activity, which is really simple. So first, if you're not doing so already, you should aim for 3 days a week of strength training with weights. Second, you should do at least 3 days per week of moderate to vigorous cardiovascular exercise. Third, if you want to accelerate fat loss even more, you need to bump your activity even further by adding additional cardio sessions or increasing the intensity or duration of your current workouts. It also helps to get more physical activity in general and to participate in physical hobbies like sports or recreational activities that you enjoy. Bottom line, the first secret to permanent fat loss is to burn the fat, not to starve the fat. There are some exercise physiologists today who call us the energy flux. It's a faster way of saying eat more, burn more. Instead of eat less, exercise less. And that's what the burn the fat philosophy is all about. If you want to learn more about this, basically you can visit the website listing on this video. And yeah, this program basically really works. It explains a really good diet system, good exercise training program, and you will definitely see results. It's by Tom Venuto. Thanks everybody for listening. Bye.